Coming up next on KAKE News, millions of dollars that could be helping out-of-work Kansans sits unused in Topeka. We'll tell you why. And the closing of a Wichita school sparks a war of words between school board members. Stay tuned for KAKE News.
Don't miss Toyota's full lineup of SUVs, like Toyota Highlander, the best mid-size sport utility vehicle in initial quality, or the all-new 4Runner, Truckin's SUV Magazine SUV of the Year. Or get $1,000 extra value package savings on the sporty RAV4. Don't miss the best values at your Toyota dealer.
Don't let it get away. It's gonna be.
I am recruiting you.
For the CIA?
Would I have to kill anyone?
Would you like to?
The Recruit is the first must-see movie of 2003. It will keep you guessing until the very end.
If you are caught, you're dead.
The Recruit. Rated PG-13. Starts this Friday.
Get out of bed and get into Burger King. Start your day with a hot and delicious crisp sandwich for just 99 cents. With sizzling sausage, egg, and melted cheese. Just 99 cents for a limited time.
This works.
It's the Sears Refrigerator Spectacular. All refrigerators are on sale, including the top 6 brands: Amana, GE, Frigidaire, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Kenmore. Plus, get 0% financing until February 2004 and free delivery on all refrigerators over $399. The Refrigerator Spectacular. Sears. Where else?
Why would you want another credit card? Well, what if it supported your school, reflected your interests, gave you something back? Bank One gives you over 1,200 different cards to choose from, so you can choose the one that's right for you. Still carrying around someone else's credit card? Maybe it's time you got one of your own.
Bird, it's a woodpecker. You think you'll eat a cashew? No, woodpeckers don't like nuts.
Everyone loves Planters nuts. Fresh roasted taste, and they're cholesterol-free.
Nice.
Planters, relax, go nuts.
It's LensCrafters' best $99 offer ever. Right now, get a complete pair of glasses with DuraLens, our most scratch-resistant plastic lens for only $99. The $99 DuraLens event. This is one you don't want to miss.
Hurry, offer ends soon.
Columbo Likes the Nightlife, a world premiere movie, ABC Thursday, 8/7 Central.
The Badge is back. The series premiere of Dragnet Sunday at 10/9 Central on ABC.
Next on Miracles.
The plane disappeared.
For exactly 64 seconds. What do I have to do with all of this? You can still make a difference. I'd like to try and help these people. I do hope that you'll join me.
KAKE on your side. Kansas Association of Broadcasters Station of the Year. Covering Kansas at 10. KAKE News on your side starts now.
Tonight, teachers and parents learn a Wichita school will be closing its doors. But first, state lawmakers are sitting on millions of dollars that could help unemployed Kansans. That's our lead story tonight at 10. If you think the state should do more to help laid-off workers, you won't believe this. It's a financial life preserver state lawmakers could throw out, but they haven't. The $78 million pot of money is meant to help unemployed Kansas workers. That money could be used to increase or extend unemployment benefits. But it's stuck in political gridlock. Community advocate Paul Aker takes a look at who's locked out and why.
It's the one place where a busy lobby means business is bad.
There's got to be at least 150 people applying for the exact same position that I am. And that's pretty discouraging.
Jackie Nova comes to the state's workforce development lobby a lot lately, looking for a job. Her father comes to help.
Dad, would you mind taking me over here so that I can put my application in?
Nobody's given her a call yet.
After a month of striking out on the job search, Nova feels the weight of piling bills.
Her rent's due first of the month. We're going to have to pay her rent.
She's not the only one in bad shape. Nearly 6% of Wichita is unemployed.
It seems to be getting worse, too.
I have 4 kids at home.
Jeremy Smith lost his job 6 months ago.
I'm here today because my weekly benefits ran out last week.
So why doesn't the state do more to help people through these hard times? Is it because we don't have the money? Actually, no. In fact, $78 million worth of aid that could be helping out is stuck in Topeka, and it's been stuck for nearly a year.
$78 million would help put a lot of food on some people's tables.
The state officials say the money could be used to increase unemployment benefits by 22%, or it could go to extend current benefits for 5 to 6 weeks. But nothing can happen until state lawmakers make some kind of decision. So far, they just haven't.
Until you called, I didn't even know anything about what was going on with this money this year. I think you need to talk with the governor's office and find out what the governor's planning to do.
But for people who are doing nothing but look,
I know a lot of people in Wichita that would easily help them figure out where to put it.
finding a place to put the money seems like the easiest job around. Paul Aker, your community advocate.
Lawmakers could also decide to hold on to the money to help offset the costs businesses pay in unemployment insurance. If you'd like to voice your opinion about how the money should be handled, call your state representative at this number, 785-296-0111. It's official, an early childhood education school in Wichita will close. Booth will finish out this year and next year as the district completes new additions to nearby Allen Elementary School. The bond issue voted on in 2000 originally called for additions to be made to Booth, but now that money will go toward Allen. New tonight, KAKE's Beth Jett reports the closure comes after a war of words among board members over whether or not this is what voters supporting the bond issue really wanted.
Joey Elhani is 5 years old and trying to get a jump in life by getting an early childhood education at Booth, the same school his older brother attended.
I was really disappointed to find out the Booth would close.
However, little did they know the future of their school, where expansion plans are still posted, would touch off a verbal fistfight among adults upset about changing what the bond issue called for.
We don't believe that financially right now the district can afford to provide services at both Booth and at the other early childhood centers.
I think we should respect the voters' choice. The bottom line is we think we can continue providing excellent pre-K and all-day K programs, early childhood programs, and save the district long-term money.
Brooks says the plan would save the district nearly $190,000.
I think this raises a question about our commitment both to choice and to early childhood. It's our way, the district's way, or no way. Look, as superintendent, I'm hired to bring forth certain recommendations. That's what you pay me to do. I believe that it is in the best interest of this district to do this recommendation we're making.
Members voted 5-1 to close the school.
I thought that when they did the bond issue thing, I thought that was supposed to put air conditioning in all the schools. I didn't realize that then they would go around closing schools.
As for Joey and his classmates, they'll continue learning, perhaps eventually becoming the ones who make such decisions about schools in the future. Beth Jett, KAKE on your side.
Now, the district will still lose some money because they'll have to break the deal with contractors, which could cost $60,000 to $135,000. Before the debate over Booth, board members heard heartfelt words from several war veterans responding to the idea of requiring kids to attend school on Veterans Day. Members voted unanimously to allow kids to be off on Veterans Day for the next school year. UN weapons inspectors say they need more time in Iraq to search for weapons of mass destruction. Tonight, the White House reportedly considering a deal that would allow inspections to continue. Details in tonight's World Watch. Chief Inspector Hans Blix told the UN Security Council today that inspectors have been given access to Iraqi sites, but they still have not received enough information about Iraq's weapons program.
Iraq appears not to have come to a genuine acceptance, not even today, of the disarmament which was demanded of it.
Tonight, President Bush is considering a possible deal that would allow weapons inspections to continue in exchange for a firm deadline for Iraq from the UN Security Council. In tonight's online poll, 3% of you think the weapons inspections in Iraq have been a complete success. 36% of you say they've been somewhat successful. 60% think they failed. The situation in Iraq will be one of the main topics of President Bush's State of the Union address tomorrow night. The president will try to convince skeptics that Saddam Hussein is a threat to peace, but the speech will not include an ultimatum for Iraq or a timetable for deciding on war. You can watch the President's State of the Union address tomorrow night at 8 right here on KAKE TV. A 16-year-old girl accused of setting fire to a home for pregnant teens is charged with arson. We have new information tonight. The fire last week caused major damage to the Girard house. Prosecutors have charged the 16-year-old with aggravated arson. They've also filed a petition to have her tried as an adult. A no-frills grocery store is moving into a South Wichita neighborhood. This story comes to us through our exclusive partnership with the Wichita Eagle. Aldi plans to open a 4th supermarket in Wichita, this one on Seneca near 27th Street South. It'll open up late this year or perhaps early next year. Aldi plans to open at least 2 more stores in Wichita in the next few years, but no official sites have been announced. You can read more about this story in tomorrow's Wichita Eagle. If you've been surfing the internet searching for low airfares, you might have noticed some airfare deals for American Airlines. American Airlines, like other air carriers, is suffering economically. It recently hired bankruptcy attorneys just in case it can't pull out of its financial nosedive. American, the world's largest carrier, had reportedly been losing about $5 million a day. WSU Associate Professor and airline expert Dean Headley says flyers might find lower fares due to American's troubles.
When airlines are in financial troubles, they deal in cash flow, and they have to have ticket sales in order to make the payroll this week and next week.
Headley says generally the lower fares are found on the internet. Tonight, investigators looking at whether that Air Midwest flight that crashed this month in North Carolina was carrying too much weight. Now the FAA wants airlines to weigh some passengers and bags on small commuter flights. They want to find out if current weight estimates are correct. A Kansas broadcasting legend has died. Mike Oatman, better known as Old Mike, died of liver cancer this morning at a Texas hospital. He was 63. Oatman co-founded Great Empire Broadcasting and built KFDI Radio into a multi-million-dollar powerhouse business. He was also part of KAKE TV's Old Mike and Moki show. Mike Oatman was 63. His funeral will be Friday at 11 at Wichita State's Hughes Metro Complex. Still ahead, if you think your kids are spending less time studying, a new study says you're right. So what are your kids doing instead? We'll show you coming up new at 10. And kids facing great obstacles, but not too big for this wonderful lady to help out. You'll meet up with her in People on Our Side just ahead, new at 10.
And we had a pretty nice day across the state of Kansas. Captured a nice time lapse on our Sky Tracker shot here. Gorgeous sunset there. We were a little bit warmer over eastern Kansas today, much warmer out west. In fact, a couple of locations across western Kansas set record highs this afternoon. As we head through the week, what will win out? The warmer temps, or will January make a return visit? The forecast is coming up.
You're watching KAKE News at 10 with Susan Peters, John Mooney, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Ben Pringle, and Alan Choke with sports. KAKE News on your side. In a perfect world, business would be conducted honestly. Customers would be treated fairly, and justice would always prevail. We don't live in a perfect world.
That's why there's KAKE on your side. One station dedicated to community advocacy and finding solutions. We uncover and discover the information that helps you live your life better. Watching out for you and your rights. Getting answers. That's KAKE on your side.
He likes sauce and mushrooms. He likes them smothered, please. He wants skillet sensations. They're back at Applebee's.
Applebee's skillet sensations are back. Eating good in the neighborhood.
We're about to destroy a perfectly good example of 60s architecture, our dealership. The good news is we'll soon have a beautiful new facility, but right now, we'll have to make room for construction by clearing the lot. With factory rebates, Schofield discounts, and 0% financing, we think we can take hundreds of beautiful new Pontiacs, Buicks, and GMC trucks off our lot and put them in your garage. We're desperate, so come take advantage of us at Schofield Pontiac, Buick, and GMC Truck, East Kellogg, across from Town East Square.
Hut announces new stuffed crust gold. The pizza with a ring of cheese baked inside the crust now has zesty cheddar cheese around the outer rim for a toasted crunch. Get a stuffed crust pizza for $9.99 or go for the gold for $1 more. Stuffed crust gold, new at Pizza Hut.
Introducing the Flexibility Loan from Fidelity Bank. The swell new loan that lets you skip a payment. Skip a payment on those home improvements. Skip a payment on that new car. With Fidelity Bank's Flexibility, you can defer a payment anytime during the year. The Flexibility Loan. Call 291-LOAN for Flexibility. The loan that lets you skip a payment. Visit Fidelity for details. Equal Housing London.
KAKE First Alert Weather, brought to you by
Service Body Shop.
And now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Ben Pringle.
Well, a little bit breezy for us this afternoon, but we really had a very nice day around the state. Warm temperatures, to say the least. In fact, the real story was out west. Colby was the state's warm spot. 72. Hill City set a record high of 70 degrees. Dodge and Garden City both tied their record highs for today's date. We were generally in the upper 40s across eastern Kansas, so we're certainly headed in the right direction. 35 right now in Wichita, 40 in Salina, 36 in Hutchinson. Temperatures across western Kansas also in the 30s, still hanging on to nearly 50 degrees in northwestern Kansas. We've had south winds throughout the day, a little breezy at times through eastern Kansas. They've settled down over the last couple of hours. Oh yes, another cold front draped across our northern counties, and it looks like that's going to come sinking through here overnight tonight. Not much weather associated with this, at least in terms of precipitation. However, it will bring with it breezy north winds and cooler temperatures. Actually, I think it'll be late in the afternoon before the breezy north winds kick in across southern Kansas. So really a pretty nice day once again for about the southern half of the state before the colder air becomes more obvious for us, I think, by later on tomorrow night. 46 in Denver right now, still cold in Omaha, 28, 37 degrees in Kansas City. And of course, it's that colder air that's going to come sinking southward again for us over the next 12 hours or so. Had a little bit of high thin cloudiness come across southwestern Kansas late this afternoon, and a few clouds blowing off the Rockies again this evening. But for the most part, I don't think there'll be any threat of precipitation at all with this cold front. Once again, I think we'll have a pretty nice day for the most part through the southern half of Kansas. Light winds, they'll be coming around to the north and picking up in speed, though, as the cold front rolls through here. So breezy in the north during the morning, and I think breezy in the south by late afternoon. This cold front will bring some clouds with it on the backside as well, so kind of a cloudy night tomorrow night into early Wednesday. This will probably be the chilliest day, but the clouds shouldn't last long. The colder air shouldn't last long. Sunshine back by Wednesday afternoon. Nice rebound, it looks like, for the latter part of the week. 33 in Hayes tonight, about the same in Salina and Hutch. More or less the same here in Wichita. I think we will have some increasing clouds through south central Kansas towards morning. And for tomorrow, I think we'll be able to call it partly cloudy skies overall. Winds should be breeziest in the north in the morning, becoming breezy out of the north in the south by late in the afternoon. Really still not a bad January day with afternoon highs from the upper 40s in the north to the mid 50s in the south. Your pick city for tonight comes from Clark County. It's Mineola. Their average high for tomorrow is right around 50 degrees, and who'd have thought it? That's just about where they'll be, it looks like, under partly cloudy skies. 52, we'll call it there. And really, I don't think the breezes will kick in Mineola or anywhere in southern Kansas until mid to late afternoon hours. Your 7-day planner, where your weekend's always in view, shows temperatures a little bit cooler for Wednesday. I think we'll rebound nicely Thursday. That promise or threat of precipitation late Thursday, early Friday doesn't look very promising. And Saturday, that one does. Partly cloudy skies and highs, at least for the first part of the weekend, near 60 degrees. Rain gauge winner for tonight goes to Michael Vincent in Wichita. He says, I think I need a new rain gauge because I'm really obsessed with the weather. People think I'm weird just because I have to know about the current weather all day. Is that weird or strange? Nah. I think I'll combine my interest in weather as a career as a pilot or a hurricane hunter on the C-130 in the Air Force. Sounds like a man with a plan.
Yeah.
And on another topic, you can help Kansans stay warm this winter by donating to our Warm Hearts campaign. You can drop off your coats, blankets, and sweaters at any Best Cleaners location in Wichita, Newton, and Derby, or KZSN Radio, any Wichita Police substation, or of course here at KAKE TV. The Warm Hearts campaign runs through February the 3rd. And of course, as we always say, that coat you no longer need can help you feel warm all over. It's a campaign we do every winter around here, and it's a perfect timing. Good time to clean out your closets and help some folks out.
We can put it to good use. We've certainly seen the need for those coats this winter. No
yes,
question
indeed.
about that.
That's right.
All right. She's a Wichita woman who just loves children. She's helping the kids who need it the most. You'll meet her in tonight's People on Our Side next at 10.
Coming up tomorrow at 5 a.m. on the next Good Morning Kansas, we'll take a look at how some of you are bundling up over the cold weather.
And all aboard, train lovers. We're going to take you to one of the largest toy train displays. We'll see you on the next Good Morning Kansas.
Ready?
Yeah! Where are they going?
Oh, never-ending pancakes down at IHOP.
Right now at IHOP, it's never-ending pancakes. Order a 5-stack of the buttermilk pancakes you love, and we'll be happy to keep them coming. All for only $3.99 every day. IHOP, come hungry, leave happy.
Do your research. You'll find the others don't have it.
Toyota's got it.
They don't have a complete lineup of 5 SUVs.
Toyota's got it.
They don't have Sequoia with room for 8.
Toyota's got it.
And now's the time to move up to Highlander with an incredible lease of only $299 a month on this spacious and civilized SUV. Or get extra value package savings of $1,000 on the fuel-efficient RAV4. If you want it, Toyota's got it. See your Toyota dealer now.
Toyota's got it.
Families who are always on the go can go a lot farther in a Dodge Caravan SXT. It comes with Quad Plus seating, 4 captain's chairs, and a bench seat. And get a lot more for just $20,710 after a $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, grab Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty. Ford, Chevy, and Toyota don't match it. Dodge Caravan SXT Quad Plus, a valuable addition to any family, even yours.
Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers. Pick 3, 1, 2, 8. Good luck.
I really hope I save enough to retire someday.
I don't want to lose my shirt again.
These days, I wonder who to trust with my money.
Everyone wants to feel more secure about their financial future. Capital Federal can help with investments that are safe and protected. Choose from a wide range of CDs and money market accounts and strengthen your plan for the future. The kind of future you've always hoped for.
Share the warmth this season. Donate the coat, sweater, or blanket you no longer need. Best Cleaners will clean them, and the Salvation Army will distribute them. Warm Hearts now through February the 3rd by these sponsors and KAKE on your side. The coat you never wear can make you feel warm all over.
Best wishes for the new year from the physicians and staff at Wesley Medical Center.
Ordinary people doing extraordinary things is what People on Our Side is all about. In a partnership with Davis Moore, KAKE's Jamel Halaparik salutes a Wichita woman who works with kids facing great obstacles.
Let's build a ramp.
Judy DeLay's volunteer shift at the Wichita Children's Home is bittersweet. She loves bonding with the children like Brandon, but their home lives can be devastating to deal with.
I have left crying more than once because you feel so bad for the children.
More than 2,000 kids are brought to the Wichita Children's Home every year, usually because of abuse or neglect. Volunteer coordinator Beth Thummel says it's people like Judy who make it possible to keep these kids feeling safe and loved.
She comes in and helps these children who really are in a bad situation and can really turn their short time with us, she can turn that around and really put a smile on a child's face.
Find another bread.
Brandon's story is a happy one. Although he was just a baby when he was first brought here, he's since been adopted by loving parents. Judy and Brandon still keep in touch often.
He's my buddy and I'm his buddy, and that feels great. I get Christmas cards and all kinds of things. So.
Judy says it's the laughter, her Christian faith, and her love for children that keep her coming back.
the babies can't help themselves. And if you can cheer one baby up when they're brought in, or if you can turn one from mad to happy, it's so fulfilling.
And here's Dawson Grimsley from Davis Moore and Jamel presenting Judy with a People on Our Side plaque. If you know someone who deserves to be on People on Our Side, write us KAKE TV, Box 10 Wichita 67201, or email us at kake.com. Students apparently spending less time hitting the books, more time surfing the net. A new study finds in their senior year of high school, students are spending fewer hours doing homework. In 1987, 9% of college freshmen said they did less than an hour of homework each week in their last year of high school. That's grown to 16%. And students who said they did 6 hours or more of homework each week dropped from 47% to 33%. Most students say instead of studying, they're surfing the internet. 15 Wichitans are in the running to be the next mayor of Wichita. But many voters want to know more about the candidates before they go to the polls. If you have a question you would like to ask the candidates, email us at askthecandidates@kake.com. Your question may be included in a survey we give to the candidates. The border war in '54 happening tonight at Newman University. We've got the highlights, and what a game. The Hawks and Horns. Dick Vitale says awesome with a capital A. We'll go live to Lawrence next in sports.
We're buried in remnants. Jabara's Carpet Outlet says, enough is enough. We're buried in remnants because of all of the new homes we've carpeted. So the boss says, liquidate. You save 20 to 60% every day at Jabara's, but this week take an extra 10, even 20% off with the coupon from our ad in the Wichita Eagle. It's a huge remnant liquidation this week at Jabara's Carpet Outlet. Liquidate 'em.
Only one place can be called the auto service experts. Go Midas. Only one place has serviced 150 million mufflers. Go Midas. Only one place has a free oil change with a brake job. Go Midas. Only one place has 2,700 stores with nationwide warranty on parts and service. Go Midas. For a free oil change with a brake job, go Midas. The auto service experts. See our ad in the Feist Yellow Pages.
Get the latest breaking business news through our exclusive partnership with the Wichita Eagle. Weeknights on KAKE News at 10 and Fridays on Good Morning Kansas.
I'm Joe Conklin. At Conklin Cars, we dare to do things that most other automobile dealers wouldn't even attempt, like having 11 brands of new cars and trucks at 3 Conklin Cars locations. If I can do that, I can do anything. I'm taking you down, Bo Brogan. Did I mention our great selection?
Conklin Cars. Call 1-888-3-CONKLIN. A great deal is on the line and online at ConklinCars.com.
When winter is at its worst, you'll find the Lexus RX 300 at its best. Because with 220 horsepower and four-wheel drive, it can always get around, which could be the difference between your having a normal life this winter and no life. And now you can save $2,000 on the RX 300 Lexus Value Package at Schofield Lexus in the Schofield Auto Plaza.
Press pound 10 on your Verizon wireless phone to report a news tip to KAKE News. And now, KAKE Sports with Alan Shope.
Hey folks, after 2 straight losses, the Kansas Jayhawks falling to number 12 in the polls this week. Not a good time for number 3 Texas to come to Allen Fieldhouse, or is it? To the tape we go, and before the game, Kansas sophomore Wayne Simeon shooting around hoping to be ready, but he wasn't. He's still out now. To the game, Kansas goes on the fast break. Keith Langford makes the nice fly.